consistency creates cash flow. So as I shared with you from the top, yes, I am still a real estate agent for the past 22 years. My mother was a real estate agent, and I just tagged along with her. And I'm in the back seat looking at houses. I had no idea what was going on, but in 1999, I got my license. And I really just wanted to use it just to be an investor in real estate for myself. I didn't think anybody was going to be in the back of my car, the front of my car. I just did not think that that was the way it was going to go. But I started to understand that when she got started, she wanted me to watch her and mirror her. So I started in real estate. Further down the line, I started really learning more about how to be an entrepreneur. How to be an entrepreneur, because let's be real, when you get your license, no one shows you how to get business. They just show you, here, take this exam. Take this exam, and that's all you need. But you know it takes more than that. All right. So as I started to get a little bit further into my career, I started learning more about how to be an entrepreneur, how to capture listings, how to win with a buyer, how to actually understand personality types. Oh, yes. Yes, once you learn that. And then as I started progressing more, I got into the credit education business, AKA credit repair. So I was helping less than perfect credit clients get into homes. And some of you realtors, I help some of your customers as well. So thousands of customers later, that education is there. Marketing is my jam. I love marketing. Okay. And a couple of years ago, I decided to put pen to paper and write a couple of books. 2016, we had Unleash Your Irresistibility. And 2019, I brought 18 women's stories along here in the Extraordinary Makeover. So I love to write as well. So that's who's in front of you today. Yes, I help entrepreneurs make money online. Yes, I help realtors build their business. Yes, I'm still helping people find a home if that is what's needed. All right. But at the end of the day, we understand, let's reel it back. Consistency creates cash flow. Okay. So let's get things cracking. Let's get things cracking. Consistency creates cash flow, the C's, the 3 C's. All right. So how many of you are actually loving social media? How many people love it? Love the chat, love to be in it, on it? Nah, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I know. A lot of people are not in it. Good. I want to hear more. Not too many people love it, but I want you to get comfortable with it and understand the dynamics of what's really happening with social media. Okay, it's changed. And every 6 months, it seems like it changes more and more. So what we have to do is we have to adjust. We have to adjust. Okay, so you've been in traffic before. This is going to show you the type in the relation, what social media really looks like. On the left-hand side, you got a lot of traffic. That's 495 on a typical 6:30 morning, right? That could be Facebook. That right there could indicate that that's your Facebook traffic. All right. You've got a lot of different people going in the same direction. But the point is, you've got a lot of people on that beltway. On the right-hand side, you've got people going in a different direction, but let's just assume that's Instagram. The right-hand side with all those people over there are considered your Instagram folks. Okay. The reason why social media is super important is because your ideal client is in there somewhere. Your ideal client is in there somewhere. And your job is to find out, where is my ideal client? First of all, who is my ideal client? So are we clear in the first place on who our client is? Your ideal client needs you. That's the only one that's going to be attracted to you. Okay, so stop acting, please, for your sake. Stop acting like an ER doctor in your business. Don't do that anymore. Set hours, set expectations. I was working 7 days a week. And when I stopped working on Sundays, that right there was a game changer for me. I needed a break. Before Monday started, I needed a break. So what day is your break? All right. So for the ideal client to respect you, think about that. If you go to a dentist, can you just run in there and say, listen, I need my teeth cleaned right now? No, that's a specialist. You make an appointment. You make an appointment for that person. So remember, elevate yourself. If not anything else, elevate your business so that you are treated as the specialist that you are, not the ER doctor. Deal? Okay, put a 1 in the chat box if you feel what I'm talking about. Elevate yourself. You got to make sure that you are treating yourself a certain way and you're attracting a certain kind of client. You have to attract that. Okay, we don't want you in the 87% at all. Tomorrow, we're going to talk more about how to work on your business rather than in your business. All right, so just make sure you put a pin in it for that. Back to the social media part. You see the traffic is right there. You see the traffic, right? I want to make sure that you all are comfortable with identifying there's going to be a way to attract an ideal client. And you're going to find that by the end of this conversation. You're going to be able to identify who is your ideal client, because you don't want to be sitting on the side of the road by yourself trying to figure this out. Okay? That's not where the money is. That's not where the money is at all. You came in here to make money. You didn't come in here to just say, you know what? I just like opening doors. I just love opening doors. That's it. You came here to make a living. This is how it goes. Got my license. Stop at the top of the hill. Everything's going great. I got my license. You see people on Facebook when they just got their license. Guess what? Just got my license. I'm like, welcome to our world. It's going to get interesting. There's going to be some turns that you're going to be able to dip on. It's going to be exciting, right? And then you start with your mentor and you got your first customer. Bam! They're pre-approved. So they're pre-approved. Great. $350,000. You know, they're going to buy their first home. You can actually find inventory for them. And then it gets exciting. All right. Okay, hold on. I got to start paying bills and I haven't got paid yet, but they keep asking me a bunch of questions. Okay, we got to keep going. I'm still excited. So excited. All right. People don't understand commissions don't get paid until you close the deal. And you are not 100% responsible for closing that deal, right? So you got to figure out, I need some money. I need some money. So it's not too exciting when you need money. Trust me, this is not just me talking, right? Does anyone else have this experience? All right. Home inspection comes back. It's all good. Everything's clear. Everything's good. Everything's good, right? You think so. Then the appraisal comes in 20,000 lower, and then everybody wants to jump out of the deal. All right. So there's going to be pivots. There's going to be turns in your business. What I'm sharing with you today is hang in there. When you have systems in place, you're going to enjoy this much more. Let's get started to really see the difference between what is branding and marketing. Let's really just have an adult conversation about what is the difference. And there is a difference between the two. A lot of people use them in the same sentence, but let's break it down really what it means. Branding is who or what you are. It's who or what you are. Okay. McDonald's is a brand. Andrea, Kelly, you are a brand. Okay. People are brands. Oprah is a brand. Chipotle is a brand. It's who or what you are. Marketing is how you build that awareness. It's how I'm getting that message out. So marketing could be a podcast. It could be social media, YouTube. It could be email. It could be a magazine. So how I get that message out is super important, because if I'm the brand and I'm selling something, I've got to be able to communicate something on how are you going to know about this pen? How are you going to know about this pen? So that's why social media over the last couple of years, I've really just adopted that comfortably, and wanted to make sure when I'm coaching the realtors and entrepreneurs, when I have that conversation, I want to make sure that they're comfortable knowing social media is not going anywhere. I don't see if this sounds familiar to any of, your friends, not you, but if any of your friends. I don't want to post anything about what I ate last night. I don't want people to know about my life. Anybody ever said that before? It's not about you. Okay. If you know who your ideal client is, you make it about them. You're going to make that social media post about them. So for example, back in 2011, when I started the credit education business, all right, I knew then when my broker said, what makes you different? What makes you different? And I was like, I don't know. I'm a first-time home buyer specialist. And I started to coin a different niche. So what I was doing was working with less than perfect credit customers. I was working with less than perfect credit customers. I helped them get into homes. Okay. So if that's the case, then guess what all my marketing was geared towards? Less than perfect credit situations. Hey, if you had this credit score, you can be in this program. Hey, because you have this kind of credit score, you're spending this much more money. Got it? So now, because my ideal client was identified, now I can start focusing on content and marketing just for them. Is my 700 credit score customer going to come? Sure, they're going to come. So don't think that you're going to miss out, but you got to be laser focused on who I want, because when somebody thinks of credit repair, they should think about me. Here's the type of engagement. Here's a couple of different types of engagement that one should have. You can have one or you can have them all. There's 3 types of engagement that you want to have on social media. You can have entertainment post, you can have encouraging post, or you can have educational post. I've adopted all 3 because what I figured is people don't want to be educated all the time. They don't. They don't. And you got to be able to mix it up. You got to be able to test the waters and see, oh, that didn't work. Let me see. Oh, people want to be entertained. Got it. Let me heavy up on that a little bit more. So I started getting on TikTok and Instagram, doing videos more. Why? Because adjust. You got to adjust to where your ideal client could be. So you got to adjust. So think about this. Which type of engagement would you prefer? And do something that's natural for you. Don't try to be a comedian when in all your posts and it's not natural for you. If it's not natural, don't try to be Kevin Hart. All right. Don't try to be Kevin James. If you're not funny, whatever works natural for you. Encouragement posts could be something inspirational. Okay. Something inspirational to help people move to action. And the educational post could be something about, hey, credit scores. Here's information, what's happening in our county. It could be anything like that. So encouragement, if you do a combination of all 3, you're golden. Lisa is smashing it. Lisa Canty, smashing it with all of those. Okay. So write those down. Which one can I crush? Should I be doing more encouraging post? And that should be a go-to for you. You know, when you go on social media, oh, I got to go to this page for entertainment. I know when I go to Country Wayne's page, I'm going to be entertained. I'm not going to have any kind of encouragement. Education. I'm not going to be educated. I'm going to laugh when I go to his page. All right. Some of my mentors, when I'm ready to get some inspiration, I'm going for encouragement. I'm going to them for education. They don't have any entertainment in there, just maybe a little bit, but figure out how to blend this so that you can attract your ideal client. See where the numbers lie, because numbers don't lie. Women, men, yeah, lie, but numbers are not going to lie. As of January 22, this was just last month. This was a survey really done between people between the ages of 16 and 64 years old. Basically, where are people housing out online? Where are they hanging out? So the highest percentage is WhatsApp. 15.7% of people are on WhatsApp. I really just used that app for when I was out of the country, you know, but people are using that now for a lot of communication through local channels, flyers and meetings and things like that. So WhatsApp is pretty good. I want you to take a look at number 2 and number 3. Okay. Instagram and Facebook are neck and neck between 14.8% and 14.5%. Remember, we talked about the traffic. This is where you want to be. This is where you want to be. You don't want to be 1% right here. You want to be finding your ideal client where the most people are. Got it? So what goes after that? I haven't even heard of the rest of these. TikTok is up there. I just started using TikTok last year. And I'm loving it because it allows me to express the entertaining side, the acting side, the fun side, so people can see that side. All right. So 4.3%, I bet you that's going to move up a little bit more as the year goes on. And everything else down below it. Pinterest is in there. Snapchat really didn't get too much recognition. So the point of this chart is to show you where the top platforms are so you can spend more time on those. Awareness simply means, who am I? Content, content, content. So on your social media page, if there's nothing on there, there's no awareness of who you are or what you do. If I had to audit at least 5 agents on here, 5, will I see easily that you're a realtor? Will I easily be able to see you are a realtor? Sometimes not. Sometimes not. So that awareness has to be there so that I'm speaking the language consistently. You got to speak that language consistently. At least 5 days a week. Speak something. And I'm going to show you the next couple of slides some cheat ways of how you can start posting with ease. With ease. All right. Remember, we're showing you how to market your brand. Attraction. How can I attract people? Now that moment has to happen. How long that awareness period takes, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. But like I said at the top, consistency creates cash flow. You can't gain authority in your market if you're not building awareness or people are attracted to your brand. It's not going to work ever. So we try to jump onto that and just say, hey, open house, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come on board. How are you the authority if you haven't even dated me enough to let me in to know who you are? Open house, be there. I'm the listing agent of choice. Work with me, list with me, buy with me. People are just like, whoa, who are you? All I saw on your page is that you were gardening, you were putting some recipes up, you were talking about the president, you were doing some other stuff, talking about COVID, but I didn't see anything on there on why I should go to open house. You're a realtor? You're a realtor? Okay. Awareness. Back on track. So in order for you to gain that authority, I really want to make sure that you're understanding your brand has to shine. Who's the authority on Airbnbs? I should think about that. Who's the authority on luxury? Boom, I should think about that. Who is the authority in Loudoun County? Boom, I should think about that. That's how you gain the authority. So you have to be consistent with it. All right. Attraction marketing tips. We got 5 tips. I want to round things up for the evening. Attraction marketing is defined as the process of drawing interest to a company, product, or service using carefully devised techniques. Say that again. The process of drawing interest to a company, product, or service using carefully devised techniques. What are we on tonight? Instagram, webinar. It could be email. That was attraction. That attracted you to this particular evening of information. That's attraction marketing. You might have seen my page. You might not have. This might be the very first time that we're meeting. Hello, it's nice to see you for the first time. But for those that have seen the page before, answer me one thing. When you go to my page, are you getting entertainment? Are you getting educated? Or you are getting encouragement? from my page, from my social media page, Facebook, Instagram? What is it that you get from my page? Because there's something that you'll know instantly that I'm obviously giving off. All three. All right. Three things. People follow numbers. Digital words. Over 100,000 digital words are consumed every single day. Text message. All right. It could be text messages. It could be WhatsApp. It could be Telegram. It could be emails. It could be Facebook, Instagram. A lot of words are going through our brain. And you wonder, why am I tired? Like, why am I tired of processing Facebook and social media? It's because your brain is working just reading a post. Take a break. The short and skinny of it is keep it short and have a great title to grab people's attention. That's it. You don't have to worry about a long, drawn out process. People want to get in and out. They want the easy button, don't you? You want the easy button. I don't want to see a whole paragraph on blah, 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 blah. How is this helping me? What's in it for me? 92% of consumers want brands to make ads that feel like a story. Remember Goldilocks? Remember the story of Cinderella? All of these stories we remember as adults. Why? Because the stories never leave our brain. So what story is someone getting from your page? So the numbers don't lie. 92% of consumers want brands to talk a story. So deliver that to them. Deliver that to them. Don't just talk about open house, buy with me, list with me. That's not a story. That's not a story. That's facts. Stories sell, facts tell. 60 times faster, the rate at which the brain processes images in comparison to words. Why do you think Instagram does so well? Why does TikTok? Why are those numbers moving up so well? Because images are being processed faster. So in short, show me, don't tell me. Use images for more things in your postings. Use way more. You can look at my Facebook page, you can look at my Instagram page, and you can tell there's a combination of stories being told just about every single day. But I always use some kind of image, whether it's me, a house, or something to help bring people closer to my awareness so that I can become that authority so that when something is needed, boom, I trust her. Do they trust you is the word? That's the question. Here's a couple of brands that you've heard about. Car brands, all right? We've heard of Ford. We've heard of Mazda, all right? We've heard of Chevrolet. We've heard these. We've seen these celebrity brands. We've seen Rihanna. Whether that's her God-given name, I don't know, don't care, but that's her brand. Oprah Winfrey, she is a brand. MAC, makeup is a brand, all right? And if Nicki Minaj wore that brand, what is she doing? She's marketing that brand. She's marketing that brand. She doesn't even need to say anything. But look at the background. You've got that speaking to you. You've got something in her hand and she looks happy. So that just means I've got to get that. Whatever it is, it's making me happy. And Mr. Clean, just don't think he's a real man. He's a figure. All right. He's a what? It's not a who, but he's a what, but he's a brand that makes you think about cleaning products first. Okay. Here are some of the images that I posted a couple of years ago. And this was a house on the top left-hand side that I had listed in Upper Marlboro. And this was a property that was totally renovated. And I didn't say 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2 levels. I didn't say anything about the house. It was closer to the fall time. So in my caption, all I said was, can you imagine yourself here for the next Thanksgiving holiday? ... Here. I'm trying to get here. I want that experience. I want that experience with you. All right. On the right-hand side, I didn't say anything else in the post. That was it. On the right-hand side, for those that are looking to capture that less than perfect credit client, that I would put this out. So 620 to 659 is a not good credit score. So I would make sure that if anybody I knew on my timeline that had that type of credit score, it's not good. Did you know that you can still purchase a home with not good credit? ... Experience. Now I'm thinking, hey, my stuff is in the tank, but Lorie said I can still buy a house. There's hope. Let me give her a call. You see, it's visuals, it's the images. Down below, I love this pink color. Okay, down below, all I had to do was put this here and put in here, how would your dog love to wake up in this living room or bedroom? My bad. All right, you see the dog over here on the sofa. So those are the kind of things. So for someone who might have pets, like, oh, I would love that. I like that. Okay, so you see where do you see where we're going with this? Those that love backyards, women, men, love it. I put this one up one time and I said, imagine looking at the Super Bowl on this in your backyard, ... That ... is everything, okay? Everything is in that ... All right, and the men were going crazy. I would love to have this. Hey, do you have any contractor resources, Lorie? Hey, I would love to buy my next home like this. Ideal client is coming down the pike. All right, then I would take some professional photos. Roy Cox is the gentleman of my choice in the Baltimore area, and we'll talk about that more on Wednesday when we talk about professional photography. We're going to talk about what you can do with the images you have. All I did was I went to Canva, put some text on top of it and made it personalized. Once you say yes to yourself, the world becomes yours. That's my slogan. So that right there, that tagline, just put it right here and put my website there. And you can do the same for any image that you have, any images that you have, okay? So definitely make sure we are identifying who we are. Don't forget who you are.